hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip
Bars is my career and certain things that I've done, and I'm not done.
Oh God.
Indeed. Now, just to kind of transition to that, you got a big movie coming up. I believe it's coming out March 12th with Tom Holland, directed by the Russo brothers, called Cherry. I was looking at some previews, and that shit looks dope. Looks crazy.
Yeah, bro.
How about that, man?
Oh my God. First and foremost, man, I gotta shout out Joe and Anthony Russo and Tom Holland. Yo, let me tell you something, dog. That cat is so cool. He's Peter Parker for real.
Yeah.
Like up on comics and science fiction. Let me tell you something, man. Tom Holland, bro, like that cat, like you know how you look at Christopher Reeve and he's Superman?
Yeah.
Tom Holland to me is Spider-Man, bro. I'm working with Peter Parker right now. Like not Tobey Maguire. Tobey cool. No disrespect to Tobey and Andrew.
Right.
But Tom is the man.
Now, how do you feel? I mean, not to cut you off, but how does that work? Because you can't unsee it. You look at Tom, you think of Peter Parker, you think of the Avengers, you think of all that right now. So how was that working with him and kind of having him kind of jump out of that shadow and put on a hell of a performance?
Well, I think as an actor, right? So as an actor, when you become your character and you in that world, you in that zone, fellas, you're looking at whoever that character is. You see what I'm saying? I'm looking at him as Nico Walker in the sense to where he's going through, like I'm recruiting this kid who's gonna go fight in Iraq. Like I'm sending this kid off to Iraq, and I'm just looking at just a poor soul who needs to have a purpose and to go do something. So hey, you want to go do something? You're gonna go defend this country. So when you in those zones or those moments, that's what you see. It's almost like you surrender to the writing and the work. That I don't see Tom Holland. I don't see Peter Parker. I don't see Spider-Man. I see this kid that I'm about to send off to Iraq because I'm not Pooch, I'm not Dirk, I'm not Daryl. I'm Sergeant whomever. So as I'm seeing this, as I'm in this, it's a weird mind trip when you become these characters. It's almost like when you look at Sidebar, when you look at Heath Ledger, bro, like from what I understand, like that cat became like the Joker. Like when I see him, he's the Joker to me. Like that, like there's a reason why him and Joaquin Phoenix, they won their awards because they become these characters. And when you become these characters, I'm not seeing like from the project or I'm seeing who's in front of me. So like being able to work with the Russo brothers and Joe and Anthony, I worked with them before on a project called Courtroom K that never came out, that starred Alfred Molina. John Bernthal was in it, who's also a two Marvel alum right there, Dr. Octopus and the Punisher. So it was almost like it was meant for the Russo brothers to be doing Marvel projects, but for me to have this opportunity to do Cherry and to become this character, to put on weight and to become this real person, because I'm normally like I'm in, there's a certain look that they wanted for this project, and so it's almost kind of like, this guy who's a soldier, but he's recruiting people, so he's back in the world, you know what I'm saying, and he's behind a desk, so therefore it's like I'm a different type of soldier at this point in time, to where I wanted to look like I've been in the city for a while. I'm eating civilian food. I'm, putting on this weight. I'm doing all this stuff around, the city, because we shot it in Cleveland. So putting on weight for this role was tough because like, you make this commitment, because the hardest thing about putting, changing your appearance and putting weight on is getting it off. Yeah. So, which one of the reasons why I'm really excited about being in the ice bath, because I worked out hard and this weight's melting off, and it's literally melting off, bro. I'm like a human candle, and I'm messing with you. But here's the thing: I'm crossing over. It's almost like Derwin Davis today, Daryl Donovan tomorrow, and next week is Sergeant Whomever in the movie Cherry, you know, being directed by Joe and Anthony Russo. Like, that's a big deal career-wise. You know what I mean? Especially from a kid who hasn't come from much. But I'm making a name for myself in this industry, working with these heavy hitters and showing that I can bang. And it's just a matter of time before I start, because I've worked with a whole bunch of cats, heavy hitters, and held my own. You know what I mean? Especially Donovan. You know, so I'm working with Oscar Award win. I'm working with critically acclaimed actors and Oscar Award winners that, you know, I must be doing something right, because they give me the ball and run with it. So that, and especially in season 7. So I'm excited for Cherry. Cherry will be out in theaters February 26th, select theaters, and then on Apple TV March 12th. And I'm excited for people to see it, because there's a huge, huge message in that movie about the opioid pandemic and what soldiers really go through in Iraq, and how how scary and bad it is. And you know, I know that the Russo brothers really wanted to show that side and tell the story that, you know, hey man, when soldiers come back here, man, them cats need love, dude. They need love, they need support. You know what I mean? Because like the saying they used to say is like, war is hell. That's true, man. That was like, man, this ain't no joke. So shout out to them soldiers, man, who keep us free and safe.
Yeah, definitely appreciate that. Pooch Hall in the building today. My last question would be for you. In Hollywood, has there ever been a role that you have turned down because you thought that it may compromise your moral compass?
Yeah, there was one role that I turned down. It wasn't so they offered a role in with Adam Sandler. Sandler, when he was in jail, and they did the Longest Yard.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there was like Tracy Morgan, who I love, it's my guy. And there was, you know, they were the sweethearts in the jail.
Mm-hmm.
And I got offered one of those roles, and I turned it down. Not that I wouldn't play a gay role, especially if it's the right role. Because, you know, I love everybody, and I think everybody's story needs to be told, because you never know what someone's going through, man, and you never know what somebody's story is and how we can learn and benefit from it. But I think I wasn't ready, and I think artistically I didn't see the value in it. At that time, I was just kind of like, nah, I don't know. That's not me. It was almost like, you know, on one hand, you playing the man, the stud, Derwin Davis, and then over here you wilding out in jail cell.
Right.
So it's like I wasn't ready for that, man. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to all those actors. Shout out to Tracy Morgan. I mean, I think with their experience, you know, I wasn't ready. I felt like I didn't have enough experience and confidence to go there. And I don't ever want to not be present or fully in my character to I don't want y'all walking away from any project or scenes that Pooch did, say he put it down like I didn't believe it. Like that for me is that means a lot to me. So I think now, given the opportunity, based off of my experience and what I experienced and all my growth and just throughout life and understanding people and feeling and just connection, that unless it's really crazy, which the only thing I probably would do, I wouldn't do something where it would be harming kids, and because I got kids, and that's a no for me, man. That's like I can't. I don't. You know what I mean? When it comes to children, man, they are the most precious, sacred things that we have to protect, nourish, and teach. And even playing it in a movie, dog, like on something where you got to hurt a kid or something, I'd have to know. You know what I mean? That's tough for me.